Especially where I blabber on like this bit. 30 seconds has gone already, do you know what I mean? Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is well. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It'd be very helpful. I could have done this as a short, but it's hard to do a short. 90 seconds I think you get for a reel, and Instagram reel and YouTube shorts. Especially where I blabber on like this bit. 30 seconds has gone already, do you know what I mean? So, but it is a quick one. To be honest, it doesn't even relate to documentary photography. I think it's any photography, whatever style you are, but it's filling the frame. So filling the frame is something that I always constantly put in my head before wedding season, during a wedding, like when I turn up in the morning, I'm always thinking, make sure you fill the frame, make sure you fill the frame, make sure you fill the frame. All the best photos I see with different documentary, photojournalism books, filled the frame. Might even be filled the frame with stuff that I've got no interest in, but you can appreciate, and it makes you love the photo more because there's so much going on and you're looking around. When I first started doing weddings, I started off very far back with a 70-200. It's quite a common thing. Because you're shy and you're a bit worried about getting in with people, and then you start getting more confident. And I got critiqued. It's like the person that critiqued me, Sam Docker. He was like, you need to get closer. He's like, you're a bit too far back. Get closer. And I kept working on it, and I got there. And then a couple of years ago, I was like, I'm there now. I'm the bollocks. I don't need to improve that. And then you start analysing your work at the end of the year, and I was like, I feel like I'm too close now. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, really frustrating. All that years of trying to get close. And some of the best street photographers I love get really close, and then there's a mixture of close, like really close, but not in your face close. And I think me analysing me critiquing myself, I was like, okay, I love being close, but even if I'm close still with a 35mm, sometimes just maybe observe a bit more and take 1 or 2 steps back. And as long as the frame is still filled, which is the whole purpose of this video. So when you're at a wedding or an event, just have a look, before you start keep raising your camera and just burst shooting and point and shoot and not thinking. Just have a look, like if you're on a 30, this is why it is easier on a 35mm, because that, or 24mm, 28mm, that's pretty much the human vision, what you can see, like, okay, that's where I need to stand, bang, But filling the frame is so important, and I still get plenty of photos when I go, oh, not filled the frame enough, Gary, I should have got a bit closer, or the frame's filled, but if I took a couple of steps back, it would have introduced Uncle Bob and Aunt Sarah to the right, but because I'm too close, they're not in it now, and I'll remember the moment, and they were laughing, and they were part of the moment of the story. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll have to complete a different video on. I've done a video before about working 35mm, but maybe I need to do another one because I'm thinking of new things now that I didn't talk about. But yeah, regardless of the lens you're using, just make sure your frame's filled all the time. So I'm a wedding photographer, so my examples are going to be at a wedding. Most of the time you've got 100 people. Do you know what I mean? So your 100 people there, it's easy. There's your subjects. They're there, 100 people who expect you to take photos of them. So use it. Make sure don't. If you're too far away and and the frame's not filled, and you can see that before you take the photo, have a look, even look for your viewfinder, just have a look, I mean, take the shot and have a look, you know, be like, so much negative space here, do I need it? Is that part of the story? Was there a reason I've used that negative space? Because creativity is brilliant, and there's loads of amazing photographers that do things that I can't see, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see why they've done that. But in your heart, if you know that you're being honest with yourself, that there was a reason you've done that. But for me, most of the time, I love people. You know, my photos are all about people. I want to observe people. I want people to show emotion, cuddle each other, kiss each other, dance with each other, get drunk with each other, get off their nut together. So filling the frame, it can be from waist up or head to toe. That, you know, most of my shots, I'm always close enough where it's going to be a head to toe shot, which is still close. A lot of people like, you know, sod that, but to me that's quite far back. That's the furthest I go, unless I do one wide shot to tell the story where we are. But again, the frame's filled. You know, if you're outside a church, step right back, you know, and fill the frame with people, a very small percentage of the photo, but the frame is filled 80% of the venue. There you go. There's your story. You know, here's where we are. You know, that one photo shows where you are, what we're there for. Because hopefully, in that small percentage, you might see the bride or something. So you go, okay, we're at a wedding. You can see, oh right, yeah, it all makes sense. And then start moving in. But just make sure you always fill in the frame. Like, but you know, regardless of what lens you use, there's no point me talking about where you should stand and being in close or whatever. Just fill the frame. Even if you're on a 70-200, you can do that still. You know, there's photos when I fill the frame with an 85mm and it's someone's face, and I don't like doing too many of them because I like storytelling photos, but they're nice photos still. So I still do it. You know, I try not to do it too much. They're just safe shots. You know, when there's not much going on, I'll just go around and capture someone. That typical 85mm, someone smiling. You know, they'll love it, you know, but it is the frame is filled. You know, I've done 85mm shots. I'm like, you know, it's good enough to supply, but I'm like, come on, I should have thought a bit more there. You know, I should have got a bit closer and filled the frame more. Because I can promise you, when you fill the frame within, you know, it's such a more interesting photo, and you can tell a story more, whether it's with people or objects, you know. Just make it interesting, so your eyes are always going around. The frame's filled. You're like, well, yeah, okay, I'm seeing something new now. Blah blah blah. You know, have a look at the best documentary photographers. Their books, they show you it. You know, I'm going to do a Q&A video soon, and a few photographers message me for their question, and I'll mention their names and I'll recommend you to go on their page, because there's one in particular who I look at and I'm like, oh yeah, I like what he does. I'm like, I don't do that enough, and it's very storytelling, you know, head to toe shots, close, but so much going on, and your eyes are just like, whoa, brilliant, you know. But again, this is not about you should be a documentary photographer or you should work on a 35mm, otherwise you're not a proper photographer. Do what you want to do. You know, people love using 70-200, and I love the look of a 70-200. It looks brilliant still. I've got my own reasons why I prefer 35mm, but even if you're using a 70-200, you can still fill the frame, and you get really good compression then, and the bokeh, whatever it's bloody called. Again, I'm not obsessed about that. Probably why I don't use a 70-200, but yeah, you can use whatever tool. Just fill the frame. When you're in a scene, just go, how can I fill the frame? Where have I got to stand? What lens have I got to use? If you are only going to dedicate to one lens, where am I going to stand? You know, what do I want it filled? Do I want it filled with all these people, or only one person, and shoot through things? And because that's still filling the frame. You know, it's very creative then, isn't it? You're shooting through lights and stairs, whatever. You know, there's no negative space, but there's a place for negative space. I do, you know, if you know there was a reason why you done it. So yeah, I think I will leave that at that. Please subscribe to my channel. I will like it very much, and I will love you forever. Thank you very much. Goodbye.